You gotta get into the groove.
Hi, this is Sunmin Liang back with GrooveAsia Live. If you join us live, give us a hashtag live. If you join us on the replay, give us a hashtag replay. And yes, it's been a while since we've exclusively been on GrooveAsia for G Live. Yes, we've been on G Live, of course, multiple times over the last few weeks as well. But today, we're actually exclusively on the GrooveAsia channel because you know very well right here within GrooveAsia, we always strive for over delivery. Do you like over delivery? Do you agree with that? If you do, give us a hashtag over delivery if that's something that you want more of as well. And that's because right here within our GrooveAsia community, we have many things such as free mini courses, webinars, lots of private meetings, which we're tremendously active in multiple times a week. We can have these kinds of meetings. So if you've been missing out, if you're not a part of our teams, if you're not within our leadership clique, so to speak, then you're definitely want to reach out to us. Let us know that you're interested because more and more exciting things will be coming. Now, one of the biggest differences I believe that we have right here in this community is that not only do we have a lot of internal trainings, but as a matter of fact, for those of you who have been with us since, I don't know, last year or so, you will know that we would oftentimes have several what we call weekend courses, and some of them is also what is known as sponsored events. Now, if you've been a part of our sponsored events in the past, and just so that you know, in case you have no idea what I'm talking about, these are just some of the things that we were actively promoting pretty much for the better part of the last year or so, because we knew a lot of different people within outside and internally within the Groove community who wanted to share, right? These people wanted to teach, and they wanted to make sure that whatever kind of value that they have, they can be shared within internally to our Groove community. And so with that, we've arranged different kinds of arrangements, organized different kinds of live events where they're normally paid courses, but because of our relationship with them, because of our networking with them, we're able to work something out where we sponsor your seats on your behalf, and you're able to attend these events for free. Do you like free events, by the way? If you do, type in the word free inside the comments. So this isn't something that you can access right here, right now, because as you can tell, right over here, free courses, fully sponsored by GrooveAsia. Who else wants free digital marketing training from the top internet experts in the world? And just so that you know, in previous weekends, we had 2-day live Facebook marketing workshops, 2-day live cash flow injection sales workshops, as well as 2-day live health and wellness workshops, which unfortunately only happened one time, which is yet another reason why, if you haven't been active with us, if you're not turning on your notifications, you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, liking us on Facebook, or join us within our Facebook pages and groups, then you're highly missing out, because whenever these time sensitive announcements do happen, it is very possible that you may have missed out on that as well. So unfortunately, if we missed out on this last year, then it's not coming back, at least not yet anytime soon. So with all of these, just to give you an idea of what's been happening the last previous times that we have this sponsored courses, we have all these things which unfortunately have been maxed out, they're over and done with. And so with this is just a slight idea of the kinds of sponsored events that we actually have been doing right here within GrooveAsia. Now, with all of that said, we're very excited to announce that GrooveAsia sponsoring events, actually not just that it's back, it's actually been back. We just actually have not really been announcing them. We have actually been sharing with you that these are sponsored events, but just so that you know, and especially for those of you who have been active in this community, you would know that over the past few months within this year, We've actually done multiple events with lots of valuable training, with a lot of different mini courses, as well as webinars. All of these, by the way, are ongoing. So, with all of that, it is something that is designed for you to get the maximum value out of your Groove Asia community membership. Now, yes, we've been doing it, and this particular weekend, just so that you know, again, if you haven't been active, you wouldn't know about it. But if this is something that you have been doing, right? You're active with us, you've been attending our meetings, you've actually been in touch one-on-one with different mentors within the community, you would have received an invitation. And by the way, if you go to our Facebook group right over here at facebook.com/GrooveAsiaCM, once again, that's facebook.com/GrooveAsiaCM, you will see your invitation into our group right over here. And as you scroll down, actually, what you'll notice is, yes, as we mentioned, lots of exciting and ongoing active stuff always going on, right? You can see just several hours ago, Tata Corvera, who is our super VGA right here, GVA right here within the Groove Asia community, sharing a lot about the different live shows that have been happening with our CMO, of course, Mr. Ching Yu, right over here. You can see that about several hours ago. This was shared inside of a group because of an interview that we did last night. And then when you scroll down, you'll see, yes, of course, this is yet another one of our live events, G Live, that's happening right here, right now, called Sponsorship is Back. And over here is where you'll see actually an invitation or a reminder that there is yet another sponsored event going on tomorrow. And this one is, of course, with Mr. Ching Yu, who happens to be the CMO of Groove Asia. And he's going to be sharing with you lead and scale, transformational leadership. So with all of these concerned, right, not just in the future, but in the past as well. As you can see, just a few hours ago, we actually had another live show within the community, GLU, with our fellow mentors who are sharing with you exactly what it takes to be an effective copywriter. This is with Mr. Michael from France, as well as Karen, all the way in the US. As you can see, of course, lots of amazing things happening. But today, of course, we're talking about the sponsored events. And if you somehow missed the chance to receive your invitation to tomorrow's Lead and Scale Transformation Leadership, just on a side note, right? You're probably going to want to reach out to Mr. Ching Yu himself to see if there's any more room, if you can pull some strings, get him to do you a little bit of a favor and invite you in, because the last time that I heard, invitations have officially been closed. The doors are closed. The window of opportunity has been closed. Everything is over. But if you have that personal relationship, you have a little bit of a thick skin, all right, reach out to him and see if he'll still be able to let you in. But notwithstanding, right, this is not actually what I wanted to share with you today. Yes, this is to share with you that lots of live events are always happening. So if you haven't been active within our community, you are missing out. Now, the other thing, though, the main thing that I really wanted to be sharing with you right here today is not just the one-on-one different kinds of events that you can be getting, the regular live streams that we have, or even the sponsored events that we have internally with our top guru experts right here within Groove Asia. I want to invite you to a much bigger event. A much bigger event that's going to be happening in just about 2 weeks from now. So do me a favor. Mark down this date and write down this date in your notes. The 9th of April, 2022. Okay, the 9th of April. Of course, the 9th of April is going to be the local dates. If you happen to be in the US, if you happen to be in Canada, if you happen to be anywhere in North America or somewhere a little bit farther behind in terms of your time zone, then you might want to write down the 8th of April. I'll elaborate more on that in just a moment. But what I want to invite you to do right now, okay, if you haven't already, if you haven't been a part of our other communities, if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the first time that you're hearing about this, I want to invite you to write down this URL, summitasia.com/live. Once again, summitasia.com/live. The reason why I want to invite you to this page is because, again, as you know, right here within GrooveAsia, we have tons and tons of live events, GrooveAsia sponsored training, lots of really great stuff. But this time, for this one, this is the first of the year GrooveAsia sponsored multi-speaker event. So instead of just listening to me for several hours, instead of just listening to Qing Yu for several hours, instead of listening to John Chang, the co-founder and COO of GrooveAsia, for several hours, the good news is that when you go to summitasia.com/live, you will see that as the first GrooveAsia sponsored multi-event of the year. Okay, you will be invited to a free historic 12-hour straight virtual launch event that is over 2 years in the making. Yes, this is a multi-speaker event, and if you were around last year in June of 2021, you may have remembered the last time that we did a 12-hour marathon launch event. In a very similar way, for GrooveAsia, this one is run in a very similar fashion. That's also going to be featuring one expert after another. And guess what? There will be no pitch. There will be no sales from the individual speakers. They are here to provide you with value. They're here to provide you with free content. And they're here to make sure that they are here to help you with whatever it is that you need to succeed in your business. Is that awesome? If you think that's awesome, type in the word awesome inside of the comments. As you can see right over here, now is your best time to create certainty for an uncertain future. Finally, discover the most coveted secrets from the top veteran experts who have privately been crushing it during times of economic crisis while on lockdown. Of course, we're not just talking about the pandemic. We're not just talking about the inflation. We're not just talking about in times of war, the increased prices of everything else, including oil, including supplies, including everything that we do need on a day-to-day life, right? If you go to the shopping mall, if you go to the grocery store, and if you go out for a meal, you will notice that everything pretty much all around the world, the prices have continued to increase, right? And so with all of that, we are in dire times right now, and it's no longer just about the pandemic, right? It's no longer just about everything that happened that forced us to go online 2 years ago. So many things continue to progress that piles up more and more challenges for us. What is it that we can do? Many of us might be lost. Many of us might not know what to do next, right? And so the good news is that we hand selected the very, very top experts in the world who are not just after making a buck or two. They're not attending live events to speak so that they can sell you thousands and thousands and thousands worth of dollars worth of their coaching programs or mentorship. Now, don't get me wrong. There are lots of experts out there who are legitimate, and their thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of different coaching programs that they have is very much worth it, okay? But this event is not about that. It's about reaching out and giving a helping hand to maybe you or somebody that you know or somebody that we know within the community who need this kind of information so that they can get started out there and really get off their feet again, right? Make sure that whatever hardships that they're going through right now, that we show them the steps necessary, invite them into our community, a community that truly cares about them, and share with them what is the possibility so that they can see a light at the end of the tunnel. The last thing that we want, a few months ago, right here in Malaysia, we had something called the white flag operation. And people right here in Malaysia, unfortunately, they were so desperate. Some of them could no longer survive. They were taking their own lives just to escape all the different hardships that they had at that point in time. And the white flag operation was basically a movement that said that, hey, if you and your family are in any kinds of hardship, just put out a white flag in front of your doors, and anybody who can, they will contribute, they will help, and they'll do what they can to make sure that you can, go through this hurdle at this point in time. And it was a really, really heartwarming type of movement because this was what everybody was coming together, right? Regardless of your background, regardless of your current situation, everyone was there for each other. And it was something that right here in Malaysia, we were doing locally with our fellow neighbors, with people in other cities. We're fundraising, doing a lot of amazing stuff. And I think that right now is a great opportunity for us to also do this globally around the world, whether or not we need to put on a white flag, right? This does not matter. Nothing to do with having to bruise your own ego or actually bowing down and saying that you need help. Let's go ahead and not put anybody's ego in jeopardy and say, hey, let us know if you need help. Let's just offer the help to anybody who needs it. This is what this event is all about. So we're going to be sharing with you a lot of different amazing things, top secrets from some of the top veterans in the world, not just people who just talk the talk, but people who walk the walk. Literally over the last 2 years, in some of the most dire economic crises of the world, one after another, the government shutting us down, locking us down, no longer being able to run our businesses, have our jobs, people forced onto the streets to protest and riot, set fires, do all those crazy things, right? These are actions of a society who have been pushed against the wall with no other option, right? As they say, desperate times calls for desperate measures, and that was exactly what happened. And so in prevention and in avoidance of all of that, right here within the GrooveAsia community, we decided that we would go ahead and sponsor yet another live event for another one of our communities. And this one is going to be absolutely awesome. As you can see right over here, this event is going to be happening in exactly 2 weeks from now. The countdown timer over here is very real. Okay, 14 days, 18 hours, 33 minutes, 47, 46, 45 seconds, and counting. Right, all the time zones are right over here. If you happen to be in the Eastern time zone, as we mentioned earlier, the 8th of April is going to be from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. If you're in the IST time zone, it'll be on the 9th of April, 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. If you're in SGT, which is Singapore time, GMT plus 8, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. if you happen to be in AEST as well. So convert this into your own time zone if necessary. But the good news is the reason why this is a 12-hour marathon is because we know for a sure fact that there is no time, right? There is no 9 to 5 or 12 to 6 or whatever other time frame that's going to be perfect for everyone around the world. And granted, we are a global community, but at the same time, we also want to make sure that we are as accommodatable to as many of you as we can. So within a 12-hour period, in a 12-hour marathon, for all of us who are behind the scenes and running the show, we will be making that sacrifice, right? We will be putting in the effort to ensure that at any given time, there will be, regardless of where you are in the world, a waking hour possibility for every single one of you and for anyone who is committed, by the way, right? We have a lot of people within our community who are in the US who actually stay up into the middle of the night until 7 a.m., 8 a.m., sometimes even later for some of the long events that we have, sometimes during the day, right? Our time. And so with that, whether or not you're able to make it, whether or not you decide that it's worth it for you is 100% dependent on your own commitment. Nobody can put a gun to your head and say, hey, you must join us. But if you are committed, you know that this is something that you want to change in your life, then you will make no excuses to make it happen and to join us. We're doing as much as we can, 12 hours straight, barely any breaks in between, outside of restroom breaks and maybe 1 or 2 minute commercials here and there to share with you our sponsors. But regardless of the case, this is pretty much a 12-hour consecutive historic event. One of the last times that we did this, as a launch event was 9 months ago. I think back in December, we did something similar with another multi-speaker event. But regardless, that was a holiday event, right? And today, right, we're announcing yet another relaunch of a brand new community that you're not gonna want to miss out on. If you're serious about taking your own business to that next level, this is something that you're not gonna want to miss out on, because we will be featuring true marketing pioneers who have built 6, 7, and 8-figure companies within just the last year alone. Do you think that you'll be able to learn a thing or two from people who have built million and multi-million dollar companies within the last several months? If you do, type in the word yes inside the comments. So this is officially what we're calling the Summit launch event. This is with one of our other communities and one of our other companies as well. This is something that you're not going to want to miss out on. Read this for yourself because you're going to want to, look at this in detail and not just in, me reading it over for you and skimming over everything. Read everything in detail because you want to know what you're getting yourself into and why this is such a valuable experience. Now, just so that you know, this is our headliner officially announcing Mr. Mark Joyner, who is the godfather of internet marketing. Okay, he is definitely one of the very first gurus, one of the very first veterans who started way back when, before me, before Mike Filsaime, before all the big gurus that we now know, like the Frank Kearns and all the other big names, Russell Brunson. This guy actually is one of the originals, and I'm very proud to call him my personal friend. We've hung out around the world. We actually lived in the same city in San Francisco for probably a few years as well, hung out and went out multiple times. And so with that, I've known this guy for over 10 years or longer, very close personal friends. And because of that, because of our relationship, I was able to pull some strings, get him to be our headliner as the keynote speaker. You're not going to want to miss out on what this guy has to share. Mr. Mark Joyner, he usually is a very expensive keynote speaker. Like if corporations, companies, other live event organizers want to have him to be a keynote speaker, he will charge into the tens of thousands of dollars USD just for 30 minutes or 60 minutes of his time, right? And so for this event, we're going to get tremendous value from Mr. Mark Joyner. And the good news is, of course, because he is a close personal friend of mine, he will be doing more things within our community, of course, only to those of us who are committed, only to those of us who make that commitment to be successful. And the very first way that you will be able to connect with them in the best possible way is by joining us right here at this launch event. So Mr. Mark Joyner obviously is going to be a very big part of the event, but as you scroll down, you'll also see we have a lot of other experts over here. More will be added on the list, by the way. Antonio White, I believe we also heard from him in another one of our communities just several hours ago with Mr. Ching Yu. And so with all of that, definitely check out some of our other community pages as well, because you're not going to want to miss out a lot of the content that all these people are sharing for free in our live interviews and our live shows. But in addition, we'll get an additional hour or two with them during this 12-hour marathon. We got Justin Furnace, Don Piccola again, Antonio White. Check out this page, read up on their bios so that you'll know exactly what it is that they will be sharing with us all about. We got Sirius Sparks from Singapore as well. Jason Lim, of course, the COO and the founder of Summit. We got Mr. Zhang Chang, who will be sharing with us. We also have Dorothy, Andreas, as well as myself and Ching Yu, and a whole lot more. Mr. Jeff Faldelin as well. So with all of that, there will be many more, as you can see over here, who will be revealed soon. Just come over here, check out some of the reviews from our raving fans, because as part of the communities that you will be a part of, there's going to be so many amazing things. And the best part is that you will be able to join us for, you guessed it, free. FREE, free. It will cost you absolutely nothing to join us 2 weeks from now. And when you attend live, you'll also receive hundreds of dollars worth of additional bonuses. And this is, of course, in collaboration and in sponsorship by GrooveAsia.cm, as well as another one of our companies, which is Summit Speaker Bureau, all working our butts off trying to deliver you massive value and introducing you to just some of the top resources and speakers around the world so that you can get that value. Are you okay with receiving a tons of over delivery in terms of value? If you are, type in the word value inside the comments. Now, one last thing that I do want to share with you before I let you go is, as you're familiar with, right here within the GrooveAsia community, not only do we want the value to be for you, not only do we want to say, hey, make sure that you come and attend all these amazing events because you'll get a ton of value, you'll learn a lot, you have the opportunity to network and everything. Also very awesome, right? But in addition to that, we also want to achieve freedom by helping others around the world, right? So we want to change lives. We want to make sure that if we have something good, we want to share this with as many people as we can, because as we always say, sharing is caring, right? So write that down. Sharing is caring. And what better way to share and care than to know that while you are sharing and while you are caring, you also have the opportunity to earn affiliate commissions. Does that sound cool? If that sounds cool to you, type in the word cool inside the comments, because in addition to inviting you to attend this summit launch event, we also want to invite you to promote this as well. So do yourself a favor. Go check out summitasia.com. Let's try that one more time. Summitasia.com, not .cm. summitasia.com/JV. Okay. Once again, that's summitasia.com/JV. And once you go to summitasia.com/JV, you will see a page that right now looks something like this. Now, if for whatever reason it doesn't work, let us know inside the comments and we'll reply inside the comments with the link for you one more time, because it's very possible that because of the typo that we had moments ago, that you probably would have just copied and pasted or clicked on something on Facebook and something doesn't work, something breaks. It does happen. But if you want to type this in directly into your browser, okay, summitasia.com/JV, as you can see right there on this page, this is where you'll find the official page for the affiliate program for this summit launch event. So as you scroll down, okay, just like with any GrooveAsia type of promotions, this is a GrooveAsia type of page, all right, created with Groove Sell, with Groove Checkout, and Groove Affiliate, and everything in between with Groove Pages as well. So what this means is that the first time that you go there, it will ask you to log in, right? Click here. It says to activate something like that, your JV portal, or it might ask you to log in to your GrooveAsia account. It might ask you to create an account if you don't have already. And I understand that many of us watching this right now, not all of us necessarily might have a GrooveAsia account, right? So create one on the spot right here on this page, summitasia.com/JV. And once you are there, once you're logged in, you will see a widget that should look pretty familiar to you, because this is the GrooveAsia.cm/JV affiliate promo tools. And once you're over here, you click on links, and what you'll notice is one single link right here called the launch event. Okay, this is your affiliate link right over here. This is your affiliate link, and this is the link that you should be sharing. This is the link that you should be sharing, and really be sharing this to your social media, to your friends on WhatsApp, on Instagram, on chats, on Messenger, in emails, or however it is that you want to promote this. This is your affiliate link, whereby when somebody clicks on this, they should be taken to your page, your specific affiliate link, for the exact same page that we showed you earlier. So you do not need to recreate anything on your own. You do not need to recreate the entire page. Everything is integrated directly with our website, with our landing page. The only difference is that this will be connected to you as well as your affiliate ID, so that anytime that somebody clicks right over here, secure your seat, and they enter in their first name, last name, and best email address, everyone who registers will be connected to you, so that whenever they upgrade in the future, whenever there are affiliate commissions to be made, they will be cookied back to you, and you will be earning those commissions. Is that awesome? If that is awesome, type in the word cool inside of the comments. So again, that's where you would go to find your link, by going to summitasia.com/JV. Once again, that's summitasia.com/JV. Now, right now, as you can see, there's only one link right over here. In later times, we'll probably have more events and more links that you can be promoting. And because there's only one link, if you don't want to click on links right over here, you'll actually see that right here at the very top of the widgets, there will be an option for you to copy this link right over here as well. Copy affiliate link. This is your affiliate link, which will take you directly, again, to that summit launch event page, so that you will be able to get your affiliate links there. So don't worry, by the way, with everything that you'll be doing, of course, because we are a sponsor, GrooveAsia is a sponsor of the Summit Launch event, we will also be sharing with our folks all about the GrooveAsia platform during the actual Summit Launch event itself. So regardless of the case, all the members that we bring in, our entire database of members who will be sharing their time with us on the 9th of April. The good news is that each and every single one of them will be invited to join our GrooveAsia community as well. And so we're all going to want to do our part to ensure that we're contributing contributing to the actual growth and doing lots of amazing stuff as well. All right, so with all of that, not only are we inviting you to join us at summitasia.com/launch. Okay, summitasia.com/launch. Oh, by the way, I think there was yet another typo earlier. It should be summitasia.com/launch and not live. I just noticed that right now. I'm sure some of you probably pointed that out inside of the chat somewhere or in the comments, but regardless of the case, right, summitasia.com/launch. Once again, if there was any kind of typos, which does happen, of course, right here on the live shows as we're multitasking, let us know inside the comments, and we're going to reply to you right there inside the comments to give you the correct link so that you don't miss out on any of those things. All right, so summitasia.com/launch, as well as summitasia.com/JV if you want to promote this, which you highly should. All right, so summitasia.com/launch. This is where you'll go to actually see this page and all the amazing things that we just talked about. You will have the opportunity to actually join us on this program. All right, so with all of that, that is pretty much all of the live updates that I have for you right here today. And so with all of that, in the corner of my eye, I did notice that our chat was kind of blowing up. We've been sharing with you a lot of amazing things. Probably some of you are saying, hey, the link isn't working or whatever else. But regardless of the case, I do want to say hi to just a few of you who have been joining us over the past, 30 minutes or so. Yes, I talk too much. All right, so we got Groove Pages Training, Mr. Nicholas join us, #live. Great to see you, Shamil, as well. We also have Chin Yu, who is joining us, also interested in over delivery as well as free from many of our members right here. Tak Corvera is also joining us live and saying good afternoon to everybody. Good afternoon to you as well. By the way, we do see a Facebook user. If you haven't had the opportunity to do so, Facebook user, we want to invite you to go to grooveover.to/authorize. Once again, that's grooveover.to/authorize, because that will allow StreamYard to be able to see you on Facebook, so that the next time that you leave us a comment, we can actually engage with you, interact with you, rather than just seeing Facebook user. We'll be able to see your name as well as your smiling faces. So once again, go to grooveover.to/authorize, so that we will have the opportunity to be able to connect with you personally as well. We got Groove Pages Training, Mr. Nicholas saying attend all events, #attend all events. Yes, absolutely. We also have Nicholas saying again, get active, #stay active, because it means absolutely nothing, of course, if you're only active one time, but not tomorrow or the day after. You miss out on all these amazing announcements, right? We got Yes You Can saying awesome, right? Talk saying awesome. Groove Pages Training, as well as Talk saying yes. We like to have value, absolutely cool. And then we also have more people saying, yep, we'll check it out. Good. Let's go ahead and make sure that we check it out. And then again, our Facebook user friend is saying, love what's happening. Lots of things that are happening. Lots of things will continue to happen. So make sure that you don't miss out on any of that. Subscribe on our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. Join us inside of all of our groups. Turn on those notifications, because the next time that we do go live with further updates on this launch event, more sponsored events that you don't want to miss out on and beyond, you will want to be one of the first, if not the first, to learn all about it. Because if you miss out, it is one of those time-sensitive events where you will miss out forever. There will be no guarantee of a replay. Keep in mind, this one that we're talking about specifically is a 12-hour event. I don't even know if everything will be recorded effectively right there, on YouTube and everywhere else. So make sure that you do attend. Things can go wrong technologically, and if for whatever reason we don't make it for the 12-hour event, then you somehow miss out on all the amazing content with amazing veteran expert marketers who will be sharing with us over the course of those 12 hours. And by the way, we also see Mr. Michael, who is here, #live and watching from France. Bonjour, good to see you. Welcome. And of course, joining us just in the nick of time, because we are just wrapping up. But regardless of the case, for those of you, any one of you who will be joining us right here on the replay or just join us live, make sure that you do watch the entire show once again, because we want to make sure that you are, as effectively keeping up as possible. And one last call to action. Yes, go to summitasia.com/launch, so that you will have the capability to join us live for the upcoming 12-hour launch event that is sponsored by GrooveAsia. All right, so with all of that, on behalf of the entire GrooveAsia community and myself, we do want to thank you and appreciate you for your time. For those of you who will be joining us this weekend, don't forget, with a couple big things happening, one that we didn't talk about earlier, but of course, we have the sponsored event with Mr. Ching Yu on the transformational leadership. But for all you proteges out there, don't forget, we also have a follow-up session regarding the speaker training that we have several weeks ago. And so with all of that, we will be sharing with you the anatomy of the six-figure presentation. Are you excited about that? If you are, type in the word excited inside the comments, and we cannot wait to see you. It's going to start tomorrow in about less than 24 hours from now. So make sure that if you haven't already, get in touch, get all the information that you need. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on something very, very amazing, if I do say so myself. And again, no guarantees of a replay or access to the recordings. If you miss it, then potentially you will be missing it forever. All right. So with all of that, that's all that we got for right now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend if we're not going to see you tomorrow. And so until next time, and especially when it comes to the launch event, take action right now. Let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you right back here on G Live next time on The Inside.
You gotta get into the groove.